This is Duke University.
My name is Eric Brandom, and I'm in the history department at Duke University. And my dissertation is centered on the work of Georges Sorel, who was a French heterodox Marxist, it's best to say, at the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries. He's interesting for me for a number of reasons, most particularly because he, over the course of the 20th century, became really an icon of political radicalism. His most famous ideas are myth, which he says was the most powerful sort of political force, and violence as a positive force in social conflict and political conflict. For me, Sorel is interesting today because of the connection that his work demonstrates between the values of open liberal society that essentially everyone claims to hold, and the dynamic of political radicalization. And I think we can see very clearly Sorelian themes echoed in recent events, for instance in the Occupy movement and in debates around the question of demands. Shall we make demands? Shall we not make demands? How confrontational shall we be? These are Sorelian themes, and in fact have been recognized as such by a number of the participants who have written about this. And so I see Sorel allowing us to better understand this dynamic of radicalization within our own society if he's properly contextualized in the late 19th and early 20th century. To do this, we need to look not only very carefully at his work, but also at these broadly European networks that he belonged to. One of his most faithful correspondents and friends was Benedetto Croce, who was an Italian, the great Italian intellectual of his period, the hegemonic intellectual of his period. But Sorel was also in conversation with a number of Germans, Edward Bernstein, the reformist Marxist, and others. So really, to see Sorel's significance, we need to take a European perspective. And this is part of the reason that I'm excited to be participating in the Center for European Studies.
Produced by Duke University, online at duke.edu.